Hello Gemini, Amy Energy here with a tarot message for you. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you angels for revealing what we need to know for Gemini. All placements of Gemini. Your strength here, Gemini, is spiritual growth. So I feel like you are listening to your intuition right now. Ease and grace is what you're moving through. So I feel like you might have recently made a big life change and things are feeling kind of good for you. This recent full moon could have really illuminated a lot to you as well of how far you have come. The challenge is opportunity and change, so it also may have brought up some places where we're still needing more change. And, when we embrace that, we will see that there are more opportunities coming our way as well. Let's expand upon these messages for you, Gemini. Oh, the Magician wanting to jump out. So I do feel like, of course, Gemini, you have this gift to communicate, to manifest. Six of Wands and Page of Cups coming out. So when it comes to your spiritual growth here, I do feel like you are having a major victory, but it can be kind of emotional because of everything that you had to go through in order to have this victory, right? There could have been a lot of unfairness and a lot of harsh lessons that you had to learn. So it might not feel like much of a victory. 10 of Cups, this is coming out for everyone today. Ease and grace. It is important to find those moments of comfort and contentment in each day. Find a safe space for yourself, whether that's a room in your home, whether it's just making your home feel more loving, or even, if you are not in an ideal living situation, even finding a space outdoors where you just go and clear your head for 5 minutes every day. All right, it's difficult. You've been through a lot. My Geminis have been through a lot if this reading is resonating for you. And you may be asking why. Why did all of this have to happen to me? It may not be easy for you to even accept that this painful time of your life is over, because it may have been all you've known for a while here. Okay, so let's expand upon these messages with a 9-card spread for you, Gemini. Leave me a comment and a thumbs up if this is your reading. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, angels, for revealing additional messages that our Geminis need to know right now. First card out, 4 of Wands. It is so important, and I just want to stress it again, Gemini. I feel like for you to have a safe space to clear your head, to feel good, to be able to be naked, open, vulnerable with yourself, with your thoughts here. That's important, because you've been feeling defeated and you could be living with different people who are not supporting your growth, who you really can't trust. But there is healing and happiness on the horizon. And I feel like you just have to try every day to kind of create that. Yeah, Page of Swords. So you could be having to defend yourself here and set some pretty strong boundaries. And I know that's really hard. A lot of us struggle tremendously with boundaries, and I'm a firm believer that we shouldn't be solely responsible for our boundaries. Like, other people should be responsible for reciprocity. Why are you taking when you have no intention of giving? However, some people will do that. So being able to say to someone, if you do this, this is how I will respond. And taking some time to think about that, that's going to help you to release these burdens. You could be trying to be all things to all people right now. And that is just going to leave you exhausted, and you will not be able to carry on like that forever. Eight of Pentacles. You work very hard. And I do feel like you could be wanting a space to work. You could be very creative or spiritual here. I feel like you do have spiritual gifts that you are just looking for the space to explore them. It might involve you taking a step back first before you can fully, get into the space where you want to be, because we might have to take a step back just to be able to ground in this moment so that we can plan for the future that we want to manifest. And with, what I'm seeing here, you seem to be a diligent worker. There's really nothing that you can't accomplish here with a good solid plan. That is the message I'm hearing for you. And believing in yourself, that's a big part of it too, is being able to have that positive outlook, because sometimes, if we're working too much, we can get into a negative mind space, just like the Sims, right? At the second they get a job, they're like, fear of dead end job, like, but when they didn't have a job, they're totally happy getting all their bars full up to green. So it's definitely, I'm not saying quit your job, but I am saying to acknowledge what is like diminishing your spirit, like robbing you of your vitality, so that you can make a choice to choose yourself and, allow this vision, the vision of the Emperor. The way you see the world is so unique and wonderful, and there is a vision that you have, and it's time for you to allow that vision to pull you. And the Queen of Cups is here. This is a good omen. This is someone who is emotionally available. So that could be you or someone you are connecting with here, Gemini. The World. You could be traveling or closing out this chapter in your life. You're really at the center of it all here. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to leave behind this old story, something that's been on your heart and it's been heavy to hold. And I'm not saying that everything happens for a reason or that your pain had a purpose. That's not what I'm saying, but I do feel like looking back, you can see how far you've come and how resilient you've been. And that can empower you in this moment in some way to go towards what will truly make you happy, what will truly speak to that child inside and heal that child inside. Yeah, I feel like, there's something here that you haven't wanted to give up on. And you've been kind of, I feel, running on empty. I do feel like you realized that something wasn't right for you in the past, that there was a different path you wanted to take. But it's just like, how, when, where, why, like, how can I do it? Right? It might be a little situation like, I got bills to pay. How can I quit my job and go after a dream? And that's so valid, right? But I do feel like, it's the space we're coming from in our day-to-day work life here was just kind of like disempowered. And I feel like that's something that's changing or has changed for you. With the Magician, I feel like you're taking a more positive mindset, being more open-minded about the doors that could be opened for you, even in a not so great environment. And I do feel like you manifested a new beginning. You manifested this new optimistic outlook, and it's going to be opening up even more doors for you. There could be doors that you're seeing crack open a little bit right now just because of your positive mindset, but this growth is going to continue, and there's going to be doors flying open for my Geminis here. I really see that here in your future. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. You are really getting everything that you wanted here, Gemini. There could be new love. You could be reuniting with friends here in just a very emotionally open, beautiful way. I do feel like the only thing holding you back from this Ten of Pentacles right now is the fact that you are overburdened in the mind with all that you need to do all the time. Like, you could just feel very overwhelmed and also just tired, beat up, exhausted. And that's all really valid. This is a challenge, but it is a challenge that you are equal to, Gemini. You are equal to this challenge when you break this little piece off for yourself, right? You might just have a job that's overwhelming, and when you go clock in for those 8 hours, you are going to be overwhelmed. And that's not an ideal place for you to stay forever, but maybe you can't just get out right now. But what you can do is create a space for yourself, you know, and just do the best you can. And allow others to come through and support you, because they're around. And you could even be reuniting with old friends or meeting new friends here. But this is all creating the world that you want step by step here. And it is important to remain as positive as you can in order to see all of this manifest. It's on schedule for you. It's in the forecast. It's coming. This is a raise, a promotion, a new relationship that puts you in a new like financial situation. Success. Hell yeah. All right, success for Gemini. Let's read the card here. I love this little book. We got Tropical Jungle. The sacred landscape wants you to know satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. Be ready to accept and embrace this success, for it might occur rapidly. All is possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to open. Being in a state of gratitude for all the small successes in your life will give birth to larger ones. Your satisfaction will come in many forms and from many areas of life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in. No matter how small or seemingly insignificant, this is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, and make deals. Good fortune will ensue. Gemini, that is what I got for you. If this was your reading, please do leave me a comment, like this video. If you're interested in a one-on-one session, I offer tarot and astrology readings over Google Meet. That's www.calendly.com/time222shine. And there's a link in my description box for you. Whatever moment you are in, know it is a magical moment because you are there. Until we meet again, I love you. Take care.